Mosh pits. Love them or hate them?
Love telling people to do them, would never get in one myself. I have before, but it hurts, so I'm like, nah. But I like telling people to do it. I mean, great.
I've retired from the mosh, but back in the day,
Hey, it's me, Jesse Lee, and thank you for clicking on a very weird episode of the Jesse Lee Show. I'm going to explain. Don't worry, I'm going to elaborate. So I went to the summer school tour last week. You might have heard me talk about it on last week's episode with Scene Queen. She was one of the bands on this festival tour. It's kind of like a little mini Warped Tour, and it's honestly very cool because there are a lot of up and coming bands on it this year. And it's, it's going to be one of those tours that you look back on 10 years from now and you're like, I can't believe all these bands were on one bill together, much less playing in some of the size venues they're in. They're in some pretty big venues, but it's not like amphitheaters or anything like that. So you can actually get close and meet the artists afterwards. It's really cool. And, this was the very first date of the summer school tour. So I got to go not only to the very first year that it was around, but the very first day, the inaugural day to the tour. And honestly, I don't know how much I'm allowed to say about what's the inner workings of this tour, but the people involved, the people behind the scenes and stuff putting this production on, they are part of some of the biggest moments of pop punk and emo history. Let me just put it that way. So I really do foresee this tour being a big deal in the future, even bigger than it is now. But I went to the tour, went to the first day of the show, and I got to interview all the bands, and I was doing quick little 5 to 10 minute pieces with each band. I asked each of them the same 5 questions, and my plan was just to string them all together for some fun TikToks and Instagram, reels and short form content. But honestly, every band gave me such great detailed answers that it felt like a great injustice to dumb them down to just a short little TikTok and Instagram reel, which I'm still going to do. I'm still going to make everyone look very dumb, especially myself. But what I thought it'd be cool to put the entire little interviews up for you guys to hear in full, and of course they're so short. I didn't think it'd make sense to put all 6 of them up, individually. So I decided to combine them all into one giant mega summer school tour episode. So if you hate this idea, if you think this is stupid and you don't enjoy this content, please let me know. I won't ever do this again to you. But if you do like this idea, because I do these at festivals and tours a lot. So if you do like this idea, I can sprinkle these in every now and then, So we're going to get this episode kickstarted with Blake, aka Letdown. He's kind of like a emo, metal, alternative, hybrid artist. Really cool stuff. He's way bigger in person. I've been following him and been friends with him on TikTok and Instagram for years. But turns out he's a large, towering individual and just very cool as hell. He still owes me a Topo Chico. Blake, if you're listening and watching right now, I know. Don't think I forgot. You owe me a Topo Chico. You promised me one backstage. I never got it. I'm coming for you, man. For everyone else not named Blake, please, if you dig this podcast episode, follow, subscribe wherever you're consuming it on. Snap a screenshot and share it on your social media and tag me at Jesse Lee on TikTok and Instagram. Tag the summer school tour and tag all the other artists as well. We'll share around, become real friends. All right, let's get into it.
What's going on? My name is Blake, and I go by the artist called Letdown.
All right, Blake, is it okay to wear the t-shirt of the band you're going to see?
That you're going to see?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Why would that not be cool?
I don't know. A lot of people don't think that's cool. A lot of people think
you
it's
can't
lame.
wear the merch to the artist that you are going to. No.
Yeah, you're on board with that?
Yeah, don't be friends with that person.
Mosh pits. Love them or hate them?
Used to love them. Can't do them anymore.
Yeah. More back by the bar kind of guy now?
More back kind of by the bar. I used to be the guy in the mosh pit that was on the ground like rowing. The row groups. Do you remember the row groups?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I got hit in the face a few times, and that was it for me.
Yeah, that'll do it. Do you encourage moshing at your shows?
No.
I
don't even bring it up.
No, you don't want people
even
touching each other?
I've seen it happen a couple times, and I just,
Right. So if you see a row break out in the middle of your show, are you okay with it?
I'll keep eyes on it. Make
eyes
sure no
on
one
that
gets
row.
hurt. Have your fun.
Yeah.
Safe fun's fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Rowing is safe, too. I mean, as long as you're wearing a life jacket, you're fine, right?
As long as you have everything on this planet can be fixed with a life preserver and a vegan diet.
There you go. From the words of babes over here. A babe, I mean. Do you look at a band's set list before the show?
No. I like to be pleasantly surprised.
Do you dislike it when artists or fans look at your set list before your shows?
Yeah, because always changes.
Yeah.
Like every show, and they're
It's
like, "Why didn't you?" And I'm like, "Why didn't I what?"
What? We should have been snooping. We should have been snooping.
Shouldn't have got your own hopes up.
I think I know the answer to this. What is the greatest emo song of all time?
The Black Parade. Duh.
Duh.
Play that note on a piano. Just the first one.
I don't even know where it on the keyboard is, but I bet I can
It's
find
C,
it.
right?
Yeah. I think it's G, right?
Is it G?
G note. G string.
My favorite string.
Yeah. Since it is the summer school tour, if you had to teach a class about one band, artist, genre, musical events, what do you think you could do?
If I had to teach a class about a musical event or a band or genre.
Yeah.
I would be the alternative music teacher because alternative music, for some reason, I don't know if you listen to the radio, covers everything from like metal now to like
true.
acoustic indie pop.
It'd
and
be
I'd
a
be
safe
like,
catch-all.
love is a spectrum.
There you go. All right, Blake, thanks so much for having me, man.
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
See, I told you Blake was a cool guy, right? Aside from the fact that he still owes me a Topo Chico, really good guy. Up next, we've got the duo Honey Revenge. They get compared to like the whole Paramore pop punk emo sound a lot, but honestly, they're much more than that. Great personalities and just a lot of fun to talk to, and they make such catchy, infectious pop punk emo music that I don't know. You just have to go listen to it. After this interview, make sure to go check them out.
I'm Devin.
And I'm Donnie.
And we're
Honey
Honey Revenge.
It's almost like they planned that.
I was going to say, it's not like we've had to do that 3 times today.
Is it okay to wear the shirt of the band you're going to see?
Pretty please.
I love it. I love to see who's there for us. I was very much active in Stan Twitter when that debate, I feel like, started. Okay. But I used to like plan out which band shirt I was going to wear. I get it now, though, because I feel like being emo has always been like non-derogatory, like a cringe thing.
Yeah.
Like, but that's part of the appeal. Mm-hmm. And so I think people liked to be a little more fashionable. I say wear what you want, wear what makes you feel comfortable. There's nothing wrong with expressing yourself.
Excellent. Mosh pits, love them or hate them?
Love, 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 love.
Huge fan.
Huge fan. Getting in them or having other people do them for your show?
Oh, I'm in retirement.
You are not in retirement.
I have to really fuck with a band now.
Yeah,
But before, it would just be like, if there's a show, I'm in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was definitely like more of a crowd surfer than a mosh pitter, but I definitely partake in the pit when I feel like it. I feel like it's hard now because I very much like stand out with the hair and stuff.
That's fair, yeah.
And I can't always enjoy the show in the pit the way I'd like to.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there. We were crowd surfing so much for Broadside the last time we saw them. We were in the pit. We were crowd surfing.
I've never crowd surfed. I'm always afraid to lose my keys.
Never?
Well, that's the trick. You got to give them to your buddy.
Yeah.
You give your keys
I need to find
your
a buddy.
Yeah.
I have festival pants with zip-up pockets.
There you go. Specifically for crowd surfing. Have you ever had a mosh pit injury?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Can you come to mind?
Oh, I just got like a massive, mostly like bruises. I bruise really easily, but I bruise really late onset, so they hit I'll get hurt.
Sneaky bruises.
Yeah, exactly. I'll get hit and then it won't show for like days.
Okay.
But I remember Warped 2016. I have the picture somewhere of me. I'll send it to you. It's like
Please do.
big bruise on my arm. It's crazy.
Bro, I remember 2019, I think it was. I saw Die Art is Murder and Architects. Ooh. And at the time, I had a ganglion cyst on my wrist.
Ganglion cyst?
Come on, yeah. And then this big dude just got pushed into me in the pit.
Yeah.
So I put my hands up and it just like pushed my hand back so far that the cyst popped.
Jeez.
And it worked out. I can use it again.
That's crazy.
A medical emergency. Do you look up a band's set list before you go see them play?
No. I like being surprised.
You sure? You had a little hesitation.
I used to, but now I like the surprise.
I used to make like playlists. I used to go on Setlist FM and like look up every band. That's how I got into most of my favorite bands, though, was they were opening. Mm-hmm. So I'd look up their set list and I'd make a playlist for every show I went to. Mm-hmm. I feel like now I can predict a little bit better. Because now that I do music, I can tell like what a band's gonna play.
Yeah.
But yeah,
shout out to the ghosts at Update Setlist FM, man. I don't know who has that kind of like mental fortitude to do that every day, but I love them for it.
I love them so much, especially Fall Out Boy, because they'll change the set list like every day, and it's long as hell.
Diligent.
Crazy.
What is the greatest emo song of all time?
You can't come to me first for that.
I need some time to think.
I'm not gonna say what everyone else is gonna say, because I feel like that's so boring.
I believe it's called Savior by Rise Against.
Oh, that's a good one. Unexpected choice. All right.
I don't want to do the one that everyone else does.
Misery Business by Paramore.
No, everyone's
Yeah, you have to choose Paramore song,
definitely
right?
not.
Obviously.
But also, that's like one of my least favorite Paramore songs.
That's fair. Yeah.
But I was gonna say everyone's saying the My Chem Black Parade.
yeah, that's gonna be the go-to probably.
No, definitely not for me.
Switch it up.
I love My Chem, but
Yeah.
that's yeah, it's not dawning on me. I'll
Maybe go something super deep like American football or something.
Beartooth, The Line.
no fuck. I have no
What's the
idea.
last emo song you listened to?
I don't really like listen to emo music anymore, like for fun.
Yeah.
Obviously, I love it.
Well, you never listen to it for fun. You listen to it for sadness.
That's so true. So true. I'll say, like an actual. I'd say if I had to choose a Paramore one, I'd say Decode or Caught Myself because they're Twilight soundtrack
Okay,
songs,
there you
and I
go.
feel like Twilight is the epitome of emo culture.
There you go. It's definitely up there in the upper echelon. All right, since it is a summer school festival, if you had to teach one class about one band, artist, genre, musical event, what do you think you could comfortably teach?
I'll come back to you.
How deep is your knowledge? What do you
Oh,
got?
Paramore. I mean, it
Yeah.
would. Paramore or Sleeping with Sirens were just
Okay.
like my hyperfixation bands. I watched. Sleeping with Sirens was bad. I used to watch all the interviews and I would memorize them
Yeah.
word for word. I could like watch them and recite them. My mom recently discovered my Paramore notebook
Oh, nice.
when they were selling one at Hot Topic. Funnily enough,
That counts.
it's like it was a composition book, spiral notebook, and a pencil and a pencil pouch that said Paramore.
Nice.
And it came with a shirt, and I have the shirt still.
Oh, very
But my
cool.
mom found the notebook, and inside I wrote Paramore fun facts. Like the first 3 or 4 pages is just facts about Paramore and everything about when they formed and who the
You're
original
creating
members
your own
were.
Paramore merch, basically, at that point.
The way I was not diagnosed with autism is crazy. Like the way I was just like, I have to know everything.
You were writing some sort of line back then.
It's a spectrum. It's a spectrum.
Oh yeah, I don't know, man. I never.
Didn't think about their answer at all.
I was listening. I'm practicing, but yeah, I just never really got deep with the lore like that, man. I listened to the tunes, and that was about it.
Donnie,
Very cool.
they are much younger
Okay.
than me. They are freshly 22, I'm 25, so it doesn't seem like a big age gap, but I feel like culturally in the scene,
That's
there's
fair.
a lot that was like, they're
lot
catching up. Yeah, they're catching up.
You guys are making me feel like ancient dust right now.
I'm glowing.
Donnie, what's your favorite band of all time, then? If you had to pick one right now.
Time? Off
First
the
one comes to
top, my
mind.
first thing was Michael Jackson, but he's not really.
There
a
we go.
band.
That counts. Artist. Michael Jackson is going to be your summer school class choice.
come
It's
on,
good.
yeah.
You're gonna have troubles probably. I mean, probably figuring out all the lore of Michael Jackson. But
There's a
think
lot there, dog. It started when he was like 3.
All right. Thanks so much for chatting with me, guys.
Oh
I
my God,
appreciate
thank
it.
you.
All right, up next we got Magnolia Park, and there's a bunch of dudes in that band, so I didn't think we would all fit on one couch, because if you see the previous 2 interviews, the couch is pretty tiny, so I thought it'd be just, best for comfort to just have Josh, the singer, do it, and I hope I didn't offend the rest of the dudes. I didn't want them to think like I didn't want to talk to them. Rest of the dudes in the band, you all cool guys. Let's all hang out. We'll do a big group interview someday when we have a bigger couch. All right. But for now, here's the little short with Josh.
Hey guys, this is Joshua Roberts, and I'm from Magnolia Park.
Nice. Is it okay to wear the T-shirt of the band you're going to see?
I believe so. I mean, it just shows support and like recognition that you're there for a band that you really, really love, and that you can showcase like, hey, I'm here for that band. So it's sick.
Do you ever wear the shirt? Do you ever wear the shirt that you're going to see?
Oh yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, like if I'm like gonna go see like Blink or something like that, I'm not gonna go there with anything other than the Blink shirt.
Right,
Like,
that's
you
fair.
just have to do it.
It is funny. Last time I saw Blink, everyone was wearing that Target brand Blink shirt.
Oh,
That was like $10. Like
Yeah.
they're the same smiley.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh, you all went to Target today. All right. Mosh pits. Hate them or love them?
Oh, I love them, dude. I
Yeah.
love them. I love them, dude. Even if I'm on stage and like there's a mosh pit going on, 9 times out of 10 I'll hop in there with you.
Yeah?
Like you won't hear any vocals for a little bit, but no, just know I'm in there going crazy.
Any significant mosh pit injuries?
There was So I did a show in Orlando at the House of Blues. It was with Census Fail.
Nice.
And at the end of the set, we have a song called Sick of It All. And literally the entire crowd just opened up.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait. And I hopped over, got in the middle of the pit. And I was like, all right, when this shit drops, I want everyone to come at me from all sides. And literally everyone did. And I ended up
Follow directions.
Yeah, I ended up getting like hit in the back of the head, and I was like, oh, so like everything was crazy, but everything was
Did you
fine.
knock you out?
No, it didn't knock me out, but it definitely grazed me a little bit. I was like, oh wow, I'm seeing triple right now. That's cool. Then I was like, all right, crowd surf me up. I need to go back over there right now. So it was fun though. It was a really good time.
Do you like to look up a band's set list before a show?
Oh man, it depends on the band.
Okay,
It depends on the band, because if I'm really like into that band, I won't look at the set list, because I'm like, you know what, I want to be surprised.
You want that surprise.
I want that
Okay.
surprise. But if it's a band that like I mess with, and I'm like, all right, cool, like I know that they have like 6 albums out.
Yeah.
I want to know what era of music are they playing for this tour.
Right. You got to plan
So,
the
like,
piss
yeah.
break too.
Yo, for sure.
How do you feel about people looking up your set list before shows? Are you okay with it?
I'm okay with it, man. Honestly, because it's fun. It's cool. I mean, a lot of people do it, so they're like, "Oh, what's gonna happen?" So they want to like just make sure that everything's ready. But on this particular tour, there's gonna be a few songs that they can't look up because it's not out.
You sneaky fucks can't do it this time.
Nope.
What is the greatest emo song of all time? Loaded, I know.
Greatest emo song of all time. Ooh. Can I say 99 Red Balloons?
You absolutely can.
99 Red Balloons, man.
The
That
Goldfinger cover or the OG?
The OG.
Okay,
the OG for
all right.
sure.
That's the greatest emo song of all time.
I'll tell you what. Because back in the day, like when that song came on, everyone was like, "Oh, dude, come on, man!" It brings like some sort of old school like thought process back whenever you listen to that song. Same thing with like listening to like the Breakfast Club theme song and shit like that. But if you're looking at songs of today from like the 90s up, I would say Black Parade.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Black Parade.
I feel like that's gonna be the first and only time I'm gonna hear 99 Red Balloons for that answer. I
Dude,
love it. That's good.
I think so much outside of the box, just because
Yeah.
like I listen to so many different styles of music
Yeah.
that like emo can be anything. man.
Absolutely.
Emo can be literally any genre.
Speaking of, since it is the Summer School Festival tour, if you had to choose one subject, one artist, band, genre, or musical event to teach a class on, what do you think you could do? How deep does your knowledge go on one particular event or artist?
Ooh, I would teach a class on Linkin Park.
Yeah?
For sure, man.
Nice.
Like they were the first rock band that I've actually like fell in love with. It literally switched my whole music taste from listening to them, and I even listened to their deep cuts. Now most of their deep cuts are out now, but like even beforehand, like
You can't even be cool and know about the deep cuts anymore. They're all out
right,
there.
like I did a cover of their song "Cordy" like 10 years ago.
No shit. we got to track that down. We got to look for that.
And literally, I did it, and then I was like, "Oh man, this song's never coming out." And then earlier this year, they put it out. I was like, "Ah,
Dude, were you part of the Linkin Park Underground?
oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
dude.
that's awesome. Yeah, back in the day, kids, they used to put music on little circles. They were called CDs. And that's how we used to get a lot of secret, unreleased stuff back in the day.
Facts, definitely."
All right, dude, it's so good chatting with you. Thanks so much, man.
Thank you so
Appreciate it.
much. Thank you guys.
Josh is a fun dude, right? What do you think about his choice for the greatest emo song of all time, though? 99 Red Balloons? Are you guys on board with that? That was a surprising choice. I think that threw a lot of people for a loop. Up next, we got Scene Queen, who I just had on the podcast last week. So it was kind of nice to reconvene after doing a full hour-long episode with her. We got to do a quick little sit-down chat. It was almost like, why have we been doing this? We just talked a week ago. Like, what more can we possibly say to each other? But it was fun. It was a good time. And when you're done with this, make sure to go back and check out the full episode with Scene Queen, a.k.a. Hannah.
Hey, I'm Scene Queen from the band Scene Queen.
No way. In
Yeah.
the flesh. All right. Is it okay to wear the t-shirt of the band you're going to see?
Yes, in fact, you should come to the show and buy a t-shirt and wear it at the show, specifically my t-shirts.
Yeah, absolutely. Wear the Scene Queen shirts at all the shows. that
Yeah,
you go to.
yeah.
Do you wear the t-shirt of the band you're going to see?
Honestly, I only wear pink, so like a lot of times no, because not enough bands make pink t-shirts.
That's fair.
And fans love pink t-shirts. I'm proof of that. So bands start making more t-shirts and I will wear them.
Have you ever bootlegged your own pink merch for another band?
I don't do that for other bands, but I definitely like do that for sports like teams that I
that's
like.
cool, yeah.
So I have like pink Guardians stuff. I have pink Dodgers. I like switch my baseball affiliations way too much because I don't live in one place enough. But I really like wearing pink to the games.
Mosh pits, love them or hate them?
I love mosh pits. I tried during my set to get an all-girl mosh pit going just because I think like a lot of women have been scared to go into mosh pits before, not because they're afraid of getting hit, but more so like they don't want to get touched by people. So yeah, join the mosh pit at my shows. It's like a cool, safe space, but also you can go crazy.
Is that the difference between a mosh pit and a twerkle pit?
The twerkle pit is twerking in a circle pit technically and not a mosh pit. But same idea. People are still like running into each other in the twerkle pit.
Do you like to look up a band's set list before a show?
I am a set list looker-upper, which is why I also always tweet my set list. I'm like, spoiler, and then like 10 pages down post the set list because I like rehearsing the band's songs before because I've very often had a like moment where a band put the mic out to my mouth and I like panicked and forgot the words, and that's like super embarrassing. So I now practice the words to the songs.
That memory will stay with you forever.
It really will. It like
haunts you.
traumatized me.
You'll be walking around in Target one day, like, get that cringe, like, I don't know the words.
Yeah.
What is the greatest emo song of all time?
I feel like this changes like depending on what kind of mood you're in. I don't know why this is in my brain now, but for some reason, I guess because we're in like my hometown, my school decided in middle school that Fall For You by Secondhand Serenade would be the song that played at every school dance for the entirety of the time I was in school. So now like I can't stop thinking about Secondhand Serenade now that I'm here. And it's not their fault, but I do cringe now every time I hear that song because it makes me think of like going through puberty.
It's also gone through a lot of variations of being like kind of cool, then cringy for a while, then it became nostalgic, and I think
this song was always a banger, but also makes me think of slow dancing in a middle school gym.
Just awkward preteen feelings.
Yes, exactly.
Since this is a summer school tour, if you had to pick one subject on any artist, band, genre, or musical event to teach a class on, what do you think it would be?
Serving Cunt 101.
The great cunt server of 101. Very cool. Awesome.
In cuntonomics.
Cuntonomics. It's not entirely musical, but I'm sure you can put a musical theme to it. So, all right. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for chatting.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Just as lovely as the time I talked to her on the full podcast episode, Hannah, a.k.a. Scene Queen. I did find out after the cameras went off that serving cunt is actually a musical genre. It's like a female empowerment, like badass woman, kind of like Chappelle Roan, and I guess Scene Queen too. You know, that means that you're serving cunt, you're out there. So I don't know if it's just because I'm a dude and I know that, or if I'm just old and lame, or maybe it's a combination of both. But I'm sorry I didn't pick up on that very cool reference because I am very, very lame. So yeah, Scene Queen, she's out there serving cunt 24/7. Up next, we got Stan Atlantic. This one goes off the rails pretty much right away. Most of the questions get answered in a timely fashion for the most part, and it's just a lot of fun.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Mickey.
Je m'appelle.
On sait au Stand Atlantic.
Wow, my name's Bonnie.
Is it okay to wear this t-shirt of the band you're going to see?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't get that whole beef. What the frick? People print merch so you can wear it. Like, I don't understand.
Like, what? How is that different to like wearing like a sports team shirt to the sports game?
Yeah.
To the sports game.
It's a big sports matchup.
To
Yeah.
the sports game.
So you guys wear t-shirts to bands you're seeing then?
Sure.
No, I don't do that
I wouldn't
for
do
losers.
it. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it, but you should do it.
There you go. Mosh pits. Love them or hate them?
shit. Love telling people to do them. Would never get in one myself. I have before, but it hurts. So I'm like, nah. But I like telling people to do it. I'm a hypocrite.
I've retired from the mosh, but back in the day,
Is mosh retirement?
yeah.
Mosh retirement. Do you have any significant mosh injuries?
I do.
Yeah.
I was in the pit for Sum 41 once, and it was a huge crowd, and I like someone fell over and this guy was like trying to help her up. But the way he helped her up was his elbow was jammed into my chest and he was just pulling this chick up and I'm going down like that. I woke up with like the biggest bruise on my chest. I thought I was going to die. That's why I don't do mosh pits.
I just remembered something when you said that.
What?
Your camera's not going to be able to see this, but
I've got a hell of a zoom.
Look at this. Look at the scar. See that little boy there?
That is such an awful injury. Are you okay?
That's when my
How do
fingers-
you go about your day?
Someone crowd surfed and they landed on my pinky and it went into the barrier.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
There you go.
What a true fighter, folks. Out here.
Battle scars.
Yeah.
Do you look up the set list of the band you're going to see?
It depends who the band is, I think. I think if I like really like them, then like maybe not, maybe like the surprise. But if I'm kind of just like going and I'm like a casual fan, then like I'll look it up and be like, yeah, this is worth going.
I don't. I'm just there for the vibes. I do not do that.
Are you okay with people looking up your set list?
Yeah, they can do that. We don't reveal it ourselves most of the time, I feel like. 'Cause I like to surprise people and let them down at the same time.
Set expectations real low.
If you're a real fan, you wouldn't care what's on the set list.
I think no,
they're all
actually.
bangers.
I think I prefer they don't look it up because
Then people just complain.
it's always more fun on that first show when no one knows what it is.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yep. Agreed.
What is the greatest emo song of all time?
What counts as emo? I don't know what
Anything
counts
that's-
as emo anymore.
Anything that counts as emo in your world. Anything
Okay.
in your umbrella. Somebody said 99 Red Balloons earlier, and that threw me through a loop.
I think. I don't know. I'm just going to go for the most basic answer, which is My Chemical Romance, Black Parade.
Can't go wrong. That's
I
a
don't
safe
know, man.
choice.
Sorry, I'm getting cold. I'm getting blown up
Most
right now.
emo song. What? I don't know why, but the song that comes to my head is Ohio is for Lovers. I don't know why. That's just what it came
Well,
into
we
my
are
head.
in Ohio, so that's very fitting.
Yeah, there we go.
That works out.
Ohio.
All right, last question. Since it is the Summer School Festival and Tour, if you had to pick one genre or band, artist, musical event to teach a whole class on, what do you think you could do?
What do you mean? Like,
Could you teach a class about Warped Tour? Or could you teach a class about Linkin Park? What do you know most
That's
about?
Bond's band, so you should be able to teach
That's
people
true.
about
I
your
should
own
be able
band,
to
Linkin Park.
Yeah, you are in Linkin Park now.
yeah, I am. Yes. Is it stupid if I just say Stand Atlantic? Because, like, literally, what else could I teach?
There you go.
I suck in every way. I'll go Linkin Park.
Oh,
Fuck
shit.
it.
I will teach you about nothing. how to put fairy lights up on the LED strip lights in a bunk.
That counts. That's
my class.
That counts as music. Music, that works. All right, guys. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, I got one more interview for you, and this one almost didn't happen, honestly, because I was supposed to talk to everyone on the tour, and there was one band left that I did not get a chance to speak to. It was the home team. Because of the way we were recording this and schedules and stuff, I kept missing them, and I had to go. I had to leave for the day. I was going to come back later for the show because I shot all these earlier in the day, and I had to come back later for the show. So I told them, they're like, we can't do it right now, maybe later. And I'm like, all right, I don't know if I'll be here later when you're ready. So whatever. And then during their sets, I'm watching them and I run into somebody working with the band and we're chit chatting. I'm like, do they have any free time after their set? And they're like, yeah, we could probably squeeze it in. So I was able to get the final band on the tour, the home team, to do the interview with me. Thank God. Honestly, first and foremost, they're really cool guys. And also, it would just suck to interview everyone on the inaugural first date of the very first tour for the Summer School Festival Tour and not have every single band. That would have been a huge bummer, and it'd been a great miss because they're really awesome dudes. But a side note, I was sober for all the first interviews you just heard. I was, doing those in the middle of the day. This one with the home team, I had a few beers on deck, a few drinks, a few cocktails. I was a little bit, I fully involved in my final form from Jesse Lee to Drunky Lee. And I think that's apparent in the episode. Also, it starts off with a cameo from someone in Stan Atlantic. So it's not just me doing this interview, but it ends up being a great time. And this is going to be the last one for this little series. So again, if you dig this idea, this whole setup, this process for this weird ass podcast episode, I'll try to do more of these when I have more festivals and tours to cover. If not, tell me to never ever do this again, and I mean, I probably won't listen. I'll probably keep doing what I want to do, but it's nice to know what you think. All right, take it easy now. This is a professional goddamn interview.
Professional interview with the home team. So, I'm gonna put you on the spot. What's your favorite color of hair I've
I
ever
do
had?
not have one.
Turquoise, obviously.
Black.
I dressed up as Sasuke, so it was black.
Pink, because you look so good today.
My natural hair color, because keeping this shit up is exhausting.
I said my hair. All right, 2. How do you think your set went tonight?
Great.
You know,
We're gonna use this.
it
Double up. Give them.
it wasn't our best set, but it certainly was probably one of our best first nights.
Oh yeah.
I saw the little fuck up.
Yeah, it was fine.
That's cool.
That was all.
But I will say,
We still ended on time.
I think they have some of the best visuals
Thanks.
I've seen on the whole tour. Or
you just suck their dick. Jesus Christ.
Oh.
anyway, this has been Mickey. Bye.
Dude, nice. Too bad my reflexes for dog dick. I didn't catch it.
All right, you guys can go home.
So, I was sober for all the other ones, and I am not right now. So this is
Hell
gonna
yeah,
be
brother.
interesting. Anyway, introduce yourselves and say the name of your band and tell them everyone you're in trouble.
I am Brian Busher. I sing for a band called The Home Team. This is the rest of the band.
John Barron, guitar, Real Rocker University.
I'm Rhino. I play bass.
Daniel Madsen, drums and Twitter, Real Rocker University.
Is it okay to wear the T-shirt of the band you're going to see?
Yeah, 100%, please. I love that. I love seeing Home Team shirts. It's fantastic. I wouldn't.
That's the question. Why
But that
not?
doesn't
Why
mean-
not?
just purely, I don't know. I kind of like wearing adjacent artists.
That's fair.
So,
Would you wear a T-shirt to a band you're going to see?
I got a super sick vintage Metallica shirt. You bet your fucking ass I'm wearing that shit to
That's
the Metallica
fair,
concert.
that's fair.
It's from 1991. It's got all 4 of them. Like this. X. I'm nailed to the X. Straight edge forever. On the back, birth, school, Metallica, death. I just saw the back like 2 days ago.
I'm surprised you're not wearing it right now. I probably would never take that off.
we got a uniform now.
We gotta pay a bill.
You guys support it, but would you wear a shirt to the band you're going to see?
I wouldn't, but I love it when people do it for us.
I love this.
It's great.
Yeah, no, it's totally cool. I wouldn't fucking do it.
I would. I mean, I'm at the show. I have no shame in liking the band that I'm there to see. That's such a weird thing to bully people for. The internet's weird.
The internet is a weird place. All right, mosh pits. Love them or hate them?
Mosh pits rock, but we're usually too soft for mosh pits to happen, so.
Love them as a performer. I am too scared to go anywhere near them. I am not going to get hurt by a dude in steel-toed boots who has nothing to lose.
I loved them as a concert goer a long time ago.
Extreme past tense.
And then every single time I've gotten one in the last 5 years, I throw my shoulder out in like the first 30 seconds. So
I love them.
Any significant mosh pit injuries besides your shoulder injury?
Oh, I want to say it was more like a push pit. It was actually
sounds sexy.
It wasn't even that heavy event. It was Circus Survive. It was for their 10 years. And it wasn't even me. My wife just like got so hot she almost passed out.
Oh,
I had to like, all right, we're going out of here. I don't know if that's an injury, but she basically almost got heat stroke.
I mean, yeah.
This wasn't an injury, but I have to tell this story. My old hardcore band played Sound and Fury, which is an amazing festival in California. And there was a band, they covered Pantera, and everyone's going crazy. The place explodes. Everyone's moshing. The guy doing it, like singing, he has a chain. He's just swinging. Swings it up, lets it go, goes up in the air, and I'm just like, this is going to kill somebody. Didn't hit anyone, and everyone went crazy. They were like, this is so sick. And I was like, these people are insane, and I love it.
Were you able to find the backstory of that chain? Like, did he bring it in? Like, was he wearing it, or did he like rip it off of the wall?
I don't know, but
It was probably heavy.
It was heavy.
You need to know more about that chain, man. What about you guys? Any significant mosh pit injuries?
I definitely got a black eye during an Every Time I Die set at El Corazon, Seattle, Washington. If you know, you know. That's about it.
No injuries to me, but
Oh, he's about to confess. He's confessing to a murder.
but I've fucked some people up. No, not really. No, but I did play my old deathcore band played a fest in like Inland Empire, California, and we were not supposed to be there. It was a hardcore fest, but for some reason they fucked with my shitty deathcore band, and I went in. I was doing merch. And I was like, guys, I'm over this. Someone else has got to do it. And so someone swaps with me. And they're like, fucking doing merch, it's not hard. They come back out less than a song later because someone just jumped over the crowd, hit our merch table, exploded everything, and they just came out with like, just like pins and stickers everywhere. And they're like, our
WWE
table's
style,
gone.
man. I love it. Put him through a table. Get some ladders out. Crazy. All right. Do you look up the set list of the band you're going to see before the show?
No,
Are you
I've,
sure?
I've thought about it. There have been many times where I've thought about it, but I've always been like, nah, I want it to be a surprise.
Okay.
In Pop's advanced age, boy, howdy, do I love to know if the song, if you play it early, great, I can leave early and go to bed at a reasonable hour. I love that. Or you're playing it late, shit, now I gotta stay up late and let you show up late. Come on now.
I've definitely done it because I'm like, I want to go to bed early. Same thing as Pop. So I will like look it up and see how many of the songs I want to see are early in the set, and then I can determine if I stay for the whole thing.
We all sound so cool in rock and roll right now.
My back hurts.
Oh, setlist.fm kicks ass. I use it all the time. Don't do it for us, though. Be surprised.
The GOATs, whoever's out there updating the Setlist FM, man. I don't know who's got that kind of time, but I appreciate it to be able to plan my piss breaks accordingly. Fucking love it. So shout out to you, Setlist FM creators out there. What is the greatest emo song of all time?
Okay, the best is Ohio is for Lovers. No, there's no question. Yes. That's not my favorite, but it is the best.
I appreciate the answer, especially we're in Ohio.
Is your favorite like an Emery song or something?
No, that's a good
I can
pick.
see it.
Armor for Sleep.
Okay. Which one? Car Under Water, obviously.
I would say Dream to Make Believe. Okay. The album before, I'm a little older.
Yeah.
I would say Sugar We're Going Down. You play Sugar We're Going Down at any concert ever, and the entire crowd goes crazy. Everyone knows the words.
Yeah.
Incredible song.
Well, they don't really know the words. They know the consonants. Like,
I like Crush, Crush, Crush by Paramore.
Okay.
Crush.
You know what? I was going to say Sugar We're Going Down, but then you brought up Paramore. I think Misery Business. I mean, come on.
Oh, yeah.
I was actually going to say Dance Dance until he said Fall Out Boy.
Oh. You guys are changing it up. All right. So we are on the Summer School Festival. So if you had to choose one subject about any band, artist, genre, or musical event that you think you could comfortably teach a class on for summer school, what do you think it would be?
Oh, I could teach DIY band business, no problem.
Okay,
that's Professor Dan.
What's day one?
Day one is here's all the reasons you shouldn't start a band.
I have an undergraduate degree in opera performance, so opera all day.
That's a fucking cop out, man.
Yeah, it is.
You want to know a cop out? I don't know if I am qualified to teach any one subject.
There's gotta be something.
What do you think?
Warped Tour 99, anything?
I mean, vocal. Yeah, okay. Old Coheed lore.
Sure. There you go.
Coheed
lore.
What do you guys think I could teach?
How to rock.
I'm more curious what you guys think I could teach.
I would do something to the effect of how to be yourself and make it fucking sick.
This guy. I'm not giving you my per diem.
I was really shooting for it.
You try. You did your best. All right. This has been the home team. Thanks so much for hanging out.
Yeah!